Good evening and welcome to the Weekly Voice, presented by VNN. Bringing you today's top 10 Canadian news stories on June 20th, 2025. Let's get started. In southern Israel, panic and devastation after an Iranian missile struck Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba. Thick black smoke blanketed the hospital as emergency crews evacuated over 200 patients from collapsed surgical wards. At least 71 people were injured. Iran claims it was targeting a nearby intelligence hub, not the hospital, but the damage is clear. Israeli leaders are calling it a war crime, while Iranian media denies direct intent. As both sides escalate daily strikes, global leaders now fear this regional war may spiral further out of control. In Peel region, police have made 2 more arrests in a growing human trafficking investigation. The case involves the trafficking of 2 women across Ontario by a suspect known as King Marlow. Marcus Moses now faces a staggering 46 charges, including trafficking, firearms, and drug offenses. 2 female accomplices have also been charged and released on bail. Police believe there may be more victims between 2014 and 2024 and are urging anyone with information to come forward. This investigation is ongoing and widening. Good news for commuters. VIA Rail has reached tentative agreements with Unifor, the union representing nearly 2,400 employees. The deal, which still awaits a ratification vote, covers staff in stations, onboard trains, and in maintenance facilities. Once approved, it will be retroactive to January 2025 and valid through 2027. VIA Rail says the agreement ensures continued safe and reliable service for Canadians coast to coast and recognizes the vital contributions of its workforce. A national debate is heating up over whether the federal government might one day tax the equity Canadians hold in their homes. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre says it's only a matter of time before Liberals eye real estate wealth to cover deficits. While no formal plan exists, past reports from CMHC-backed groups have floated surtaxes on homes over $1 million. Prime Minister Carney has denied any such plans, instead focusing on building new housing supply. But with rising property taxes, flipping penalties, and affordability pressures mounting, the fear of new taxes continues to grow. And finally, the Israel-Iran conflict has entered its second week with no sign of slowing down. Israel's airstrikes have now targeted Revolutionary Guard facilities and reportedly killed a top Iranian nuclear scientist. Iran's retaliatory missile barrages continue to hit southern Israeli cities, including another strike on Beersheba. Hundreds are dead, and infrastructure, including hospitals and residential areas, are being destroyed on both sides. Diplomatic talks in Geneva are making little progress. With Donald Trump weighing U.S. military involvement, the region teeters on the edge of a wider war. A suppressed 2023 survey has come to light, revealing that nearly 2/3 of Albertans opposed leaving the Canada Pension Plan. The data, only released after a 21-month delay and Privacy Commissioner intervention, shows 63% were against the idea of creating an Alberta pension plan. Critics say the government withheld the results to support a separatist agenda. Premier Danielle Smith's administration now points to newer 2025 polls that claim support is growing. But opposition leaders argue the lack of transparency undermines public trust in major policy decisions. A Mississauga teacher has been charged with assaulting and forcibly confining 4 students. Peel Regional Police say 36-year-old David Shabalski allegedly forced the students into a room and physically blocked them from leaving during the school year. He now faces 8 charges and has been released under strict conditions. The Peel District School Board has suspended him pending legal proceedings, and police are asking anyone with further information to come forward. These allegations have not yet been proven in court. Amid rising global tensions over President Trump's escalating tariffs, some experts believe Canada could come out ahead. Economists at PwC Canada say that if Canada secures a bilateral trade deal with the US within the next month, it could gain a major export edge over countries like China and Mexico. While some Canadian goods face tariffs, many remain exempt under CUSMA. Bank of Canada. Governor Tiff Macklem welcomed the progress, though analysts warn that without quick policy clarity, Canada's economy could stall further before rebounding in 2026. Canada Post has finally reached a deal with its second-largest union, the CPAA, representing over 8,500 rural postal workers. After 18 months of negotiations, the new contract includes an 11% wage increase over 3 years, retroactive to 2024. The agreement was aided by recommendations from a federal arbitrator. While this is a major breakthrough, talks with the larger QPW union are still ongoing. The vote on that contract is expected in the coming weeks as Canada Post works to stabilize labor relations across the country. Despite a handshake between Prime Ministers Carney and Modi at the G7 summit, questions remain about the future of India-Canada relations. CSIS released a report just days earlier, warning of continued foreign interference risks from India. The report reignited tensions, particularly over concerns that Canadian soil is being used to promote political violence abroad. Critics say key issues. With high commissioners reinstated but no clear resolutions in sight, analysts warn that the relationship still rests on shaky ground. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on The Weekly Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.